Let's talk about building a rock-solid crypto portfolio for the coming bull run. And I don't mean a portfolio that will 100x because we don't know that, but a portfolio that can keep you safe and gives you a lot of returns once the bull run happens. That's the most important thing to do right now that we're in 2023 and the bear market is mostly over. I'm not saying it's completely over, but we had the worst. Now it's time to look like, okay, what can we build to actually make a lot of money in the next crypto bull run? So with that being said, welcome to the Fomo Factory. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'll appreciate if you subscribe, turn on the bell notification and smack that like button to push it a little bit into YouTube's algorithm. And thanks for the 7,000 subscribers already. It's growing super fast. I appreciate you guys a lot. Now first, before you build a crypto portfolio, I want to tell you a couple of things. Like, this is really important. Building a crypto portfolio is not about people telling you a certain amount of coins and you just buy them and that's it. Like, everybody wanted to be that easy. The problem is that if someone gives you all coins, you rely on the fact that that person knows if these are good coins, right? But you don't know. So although if the market goes up or down or sideways or whatever, you will always be like, I thought it was only going up, and then you will make the wrong mistakes. So I would say always do your research yourself. Of course, it's like the most understandable thing, but some people feel like I only want the altcoin calls and I will figure it out myself. That's not really how it works. Also, stop hearing what you want to hear only, right? And what I mean by that, like, if you are too much in cash and you hear someone say it's going down, then you feel like, yeah. But if you, and it's the other way around as well. If you are too much in coins and you only listen to people saying it's going up, you feel like, yeah. But are these people actually right? There are so many different kind of people in this space. For example, we have a guy right here, which is like, his calls are super weird. Ethereum will never go below above $10,000. Bitcoin will never go above $100,000. And this is just one of the most weird shit that he says. Like, he is only talking about micro caps. He is gambling. And that's not what you want, because gambling can get you wrecked, all right? This right here is, for now, a perma bear, right? These are all these kind of Twitter clowns we have right there, and we have them in all different species. And I don't want to bash people, but it's dangerous out there, right? And I want to be as, you know, open and transparent as possible. So this is like more of a perma bear. So if you are heavily in cash, you would like his calls. But the problem is, he always says, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. I'm shorting, and then the market pops and he says, it's the biggest bull trap I've ever seen. No, you were just wrong. Just say that, right? So it's like very hard. Then we have this guy, which is just a complete clown. The moon call, you know. Did you see Casta today? Yeah, I see Casta. This was 15th of January. Yeah, okay, yeah. It is doing great. It's doing great. Look at this chart. What a great chart. Oh yeah, and it pumped 40%. Together with the rest of the market. So shut up. And then we have this guy right here, which is a perma bull. That's also not what you want. Bitcoin is pumping. 16th of January, which was the only day right here that Bitcoin was basically going sideways after the pump. So you want to filter out who you are listening to. Don't listen to the guys you feel like, I want to listen to them because they say what I want to hear. Listen to the guys that can tell you something you don't know yet, right? Even if it is something you don't want to know or it's not convenient for you because, you know, the situation is just like not in match with your current portfolio or anything, right? But please do that, because listening to the wrong people can really get you wrecked. Now, before building the portfolio, you want to know something. I said this, someone said this on yesterday's live stream, and this is a very good example of how a lot of altcoins are looking right now. How do you decide, and before we jump into how to build a portfolio, how do you decide if it's a good time to buy an altcoin? It's like, it's harder than it looks, of course, but there is one very simple thing in the chart that shows you right away if it's a good time to buy it or that you maybe should wait a little bit. And that's this. Someone said, SIA coin is in accumulation. It's not. I want you to understand this. This is very simple, but if you do not understand this, you're going to get yourself wrecked. I don't want you to get wrecked. I want this FOMO fam to be the richest community in the next bull run. We can make this together, guys. And therefore, you at least have to know this. I say this a lot, but I'm repeating myself for the ones who need that. A market cycle has 4 phases, right? It goes sideways. That's the accumulation phase. Then it goes up. Then it goes sideways again. Then it goes down again, and then it goes sideways again. Accumulation, upward trend. Distribution, downtrend. This is where you accumulate. Accumulation, you accumulate. You buy. You don't cost, you don't go all in, but you buy. This is where you basically, you can trade and you can take your profit, but this is basically where you make money. This is where you make your money. This is the distribution phase. This is the time you have to take your profits. And this right here is the downtrend. This is where you don't do that much. This is where you already took your profits and you just watch the market go down. And then when we are back in accumulation phase, you buy again. Very simple. Start with $1,000, do this 2 cycles in a row, you're rich. It's basically, it is that simple if you apply it. But emotions. But if you turn your emotions completely off and you have a little patience, you're rich. It's really not that hard, right? So someone said, like, for example, SIA coin is in accumulation. This chart is telling me it is in a downtrend. It's not going sideways, right? It's going down, and we have to wait for the accumulation. I don't see accumulation. All right, so look at the chart, and drawing one simple line can already tell you a whole lot. All right, so please always do that. Now, let's get that out of the way. How to buy into build a pretty decent, diversified crypto portfolio. I have not even prepared this part whatsoever. So I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I know what I'm going to say, but I don't know how I'm going to say it. But I know it. First of all, it depends on your own risk tolerance, right? It depends a lot. If you feel like, and that's different per person. One says, I don't need to rush it. I don't need to be a millionaire tomorrow, right? The sooner you want to be rich, the more risk you have to take, the bigger the chance it is your money, goes away. So the patience get rewarded. So there are people that say, I have patience, I have time, I want to build it, and maybe in 5-8 years I can be a millionaire. That's quick. But in crypto terms, it may not. But that's quick. Ask your neighbors, are you going to be a millionaire in 8 years? I don't know how. Right? In crypto, it's very doable. But you also have the people that feel like, no, I'm willing to take a little bit more risk. But then there's also a chance you lose your money. So also the chance that your plan fails. Right? I am going to go with the midway in this. And you can adjust this to your own needs. So how to build a good diversified portfolio? I would say just open up an Excel sheet to start with, right? And first, think for yourself, like, how much money do I have to, how much time do I have to build this portfolio? That's what you want to start with. Because that depends how much money you have. It will make sense in a second. If you, and this is the hard part, right? Predicting the market, basically. How much time do I have before the bull run starts, right? We're still going down. We have a big-ass relief rally for Bitcoin right now. But at the end of the day, it's a relief rally. We're still going down, right? We will end up in that accumulation phase somewhere, somehow, somewhen. And that's where you want to start deploying. So before we are there, you already want to do your research, right? That's what you want to do. So this is basically not just building a portfolio, but a complete crypto strategy. But you already want to do your research in this period right here. No, don't step away from crypto like I basically just said, but do your research, learn, read, I don't know, whatever, right? But this is where you read, and then you want to figure out like how much time do I actually have? Now, let's say you have until, let me get up a clean chart right here for you guys. I'm not really about to clean charts, I guess. Fuck that. Here we go. It's a good one. Let's say, me personally, I think we have until April. Let's say May 2023, before we really start to move up, and not parabolic up, but pretty good up. Right? For altcoins, we might have a little longer. We might have till the end of the year, give or take. So you want to already have the knowledge and prepare now, right? So let's say it's now January. We have Feb, March, April, May. We have around 4 months. Let's say 5 months. And now let's make it half a year, because we include altcoins as well. Let's say we have half a year to accumulate. All right, cool. We have 6 months. So I have to calculate like how much money can I miss in the coming 6 months. That's what you want to know. Now you can allocate into crypto multiple ways, right? You can allocate by saying, all right, I have a monthly income. Let's say I earn $2,000 every month and I can miss $500. I don't know, I'm just saying. So $500 every month times 6 months is $3,000. So you know you can allocate $3,000 into crypto. In the deepest of the bear market, like with all these bear markets, if you invested $3,000, believe me, rich. You don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money if you buy and sell at the right time, right? So let's say you have $3,000. Cool. It could also be that you already have a certain amount of money and you want to dollar cost that. Well, you know, look, we have 6 months, divide that by your money and you'll know how much money per month. So that's what you already know. So write that down. We have like $3,000 total. All right, cool. Then you want to know what you're going to buy with that $3,000. Well, you already did your research, right? So you already know what you want to buy. If you don't know, I can tell you what I would buy, right? So what I would buy, it depends on your allocation size, of course, right? If someone has $500, and don't be like, oh, I just have $500. You can make thousands out of that, really. Of course, so far, that happened. So it would be weird if you can't for this time for some reason. But if you have $500, you cannot have like 50 coins in your portfolio. If you have $100,000, you may want to think about having slightly more than 5 coins in your portfolio, right? So that kind of depends. But I would say, I would say if you have $1,000 or less, go with 10 coins. If you have $10,000 around that, between $1,000 and $10,000, go with 20 coins. If you have more than $10,000, you can expand it to max 40. It depends on you. It depends on how you want to manage it. Then you want to understand what you want to buy. And that totally depends on your risk, like I said. I would personally say divide it by different niches, right? We have gaming, securities, we have layer ones, we have, I don't know. So divide it by that, AI, And go with blue chips as well, because they are no blue chips for no reason. If you understand the market, you know why you want to buy something. For example, I would say I would at least buy Bitcoin. And a lot of people might feel like, boring, I want the juicy altcoins. But if you understand the market, you know that Bitcoin is not boring. That's the whole thing. Like if you look how Bitcoin did. So this is Bitcoin here from the beginning, right? From the beginning. So let's take just this, whatever, just this cycle here, this bull market, right? Let's take this as an example. Bitcoin right here, if you bought it at the bottom of the bear market and you sold it at the top of the next bull market, you made a 60x on a boring asset. I don't know what's wrong with that. I don't know what's wrong with that, bro. 60x. And there were cycles where it was even way, way, way better. If you bought Bitcoin right here at the, the bottom of this cycle and you sold it right here, you made a 120x on Bitcoin. It's not that boring. People always say we want to juicy altcoins because Bitcoin will never go there and there. And then it does. So far, it always does. Bitcoin is always the leader. And the nice thing is, it's the safest. So when it comes to risk reward, there's nothing really better than that, right? You can pick 100x altcoin with a lot of risk, while you can also pick Bitcoin, which has relatively zero risk, which has basically the same upside. But people underestimate how hard that can go in the bull run. So I would say go with the blue chip Bitcoin, and I would say go with the blue chip Ethereum. That's how I would at least divide it, right? And then it's totally up to you. What do you like? Do you like the ISO 022? I don't even know how to pronounce that, but Ripple, Algorand, Quan, that kind of stuff. Do you like that? Pick one, pick two, depending on how big your portfolio is, right? You can go with XRP, you can go with Quant, you can go, like I said, with Algorand, you can go with IOTA. Look what the best are, and you don't have to have all of them, right? That's the problem. People feel like, oh, I don't want to miss out on that one, but you cannot buy everything. You cannot buy everything. That's not a tactic to buy everything, right? So go with that one. So I would say go with something like that. So you have blue chip. You have a blue chip / layer 1, of course. Right? You go for an ISO 0 to... I don't even know how this fucking... I'm a noob, sorry. For the people that do know it. Oh, I had it right. I know my shit. So you go for that. You might want to go for gaming, and it depends on how much you believe in something, right? If you feel like, wow, I'm really a big believer in crypto gaming, cool, take 2 or 3, right? No problem. So you can go for that. You can go for 2 extra L1s, like... You want to buy maybe Ethereum, but not because it's a layer 1, but like more because it is just the blue chip, right? So you want to go for that. You want to maybe go for some DeFi, because DeFi is always there to stay. You might want to go for some metaverse, which is very promising, some AI. You want to go for that. You want to go for some DEX tokens. You want to go for some exchange tokens, right? So now you already know a little bit. Maybe you even want to buy some meme coins to YOLO, right? To have a small allocation in that. So start with making your niches. Like, okay, what do you believe in for the next bull run, right? I, for example, believe in all of these. And there are way more categories than just that, right? We have a lot. But you don't want to take them all. Right? Not everything will succeed, and even if it does, you don't have to have everything that succeeds. So let's say you want to go for this. Right? Then look like what's the best. So I don't know if they have a category right here for the ISO. It's like, never works. Well, doesn't matter. I have a BitBoy portfolio and he is only about these coins. So let's go there. So most of these are these coins, right? So we have XRP, Algorand, we have Quant, we have Internet Computer, IOTA, HBAR. No, it's more layer one. But there you can pick from and you can look like, okay, what's the one that I believe in most? All right. Now, once you did your research, and how do you do your research to coins? I will make a separate video about that. I think I already have one, but I will make an updated one. But let me know in the comments if you want to know more about that. But you want to do your research. You want to compare them, and also not by quality, by team, by social engagement, by adoption, by users, but also, of course, by market cap, right? Like you could be like, okay, I want to be very safe, but I don't need a coin to 50 or 100x. Then you can go with XRP. If you feel like I want to be less safe, but I want a more of a chance to do a 50x, then you can go with XDC. Although these are two different projects, but in the same category, right? That's what you can choose to do. So then fill in what you want to have. Okay, Quant, for example, I don't know. Then gaming. Okay, what do you believe in when it comes to crypto gaming? Do you want to YOLO into one certain game because you feel like this game is going to blow up? Or do you feel like I want to support crypto gaming in general and want to be bigger than just one game? Then you can go with the blockchains, you know, the crypto gaming blockchains, the launchpads, studios. So for example, you can say, I want to go with Gala, like a big ass studio, building crazy stuff. And I want to go with Seedify, a crypto gaming launchpad, the one that actually releases the ICOs for these tokens. All right, then I did layer 2. I want to do another layer 1. Then you feel like, okay, sorry, I'm a bit dizzy. I have a bit busy day. You want to go with maybe a layer 1, right? Like I said, we already have Ethereum, of course, but do you believe in more layer 1s? Now, do we have a category for that? That's so cool about CoinGecko. You can just sort by category. Smart contract ecosystem, it's what it's called. Yeah, all right. So here we have them all. It's pretty easy, all right? Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, Polygon, Solana, Polkadot, Tron, well, whatever. It's not complete like Chainlink is not layer 1. But you want to look at this, and you can also go to DeFi Llama. DeFi chains. Here we have all the chains. If you have the room in your portfolio because you have enough money to allocate, you can go with 2 or 3 layer 1s, right? So then you can say like, okay, I want to bet on a very solid and good working layer 1, a high cap layer 1. So you can say you want to go with the Binance Smart Chain, for example, or well, Phantom is quite low cap nowadays, but still working fine. Right, so you can go pick one of the above, right? And you can say, I want to go a little more YOLO, right? So in this case, since I have 2, I could say like, okay, I want to go for, I don't know, AVAX, like a pretty secure one, right? And I want to take a little more risk and go with, well, Phantom, or you want to go even more YOLO and you go all the way down here and you go with Telos, for example, a layer 1, which is, you know, very good, but just a $40 million market cap, right? So you go with Telos. DeFi. Well, what do you search in DeFi? There's a lot of DeFi, of course. Depends on you. But for example, I have AVAX and I have Telos, but I also believe in the Binance Smart Chain. But am I exposed to the Binance Smart Chain here? No. But Cake is the native token of PancakeSwap, the leading DEX on the Binance Smart Chain. So we can go with Cake, right? So that's a possibility. Then Metaverse. if you feel like, I believe in the metaverse and I want to have some exposure to it, it's not financial advice, but I have a really good recommendation for you. If you really literally feel like, I feel like the metaverse might be nice, so I want to have some exposure to it, not because of a certain specific project, then you can go with MVI, Metaverse Index. This is not a coin, this is an index. And this index, here you can see it, Index Scoop, has all underlying Metaverse coins. So if you buy MVI, you buy basically a little bit of Illuvium, Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Decentralized, and so on, and so on, and so on. Right? So you basically have exposure to all these projects. But if you feel like, yo, but there are a lot of projects I don't know, or I'm not familiar with, or I don't like, yeah, then you can pick your own metaverse coins, of course, right? Or if you feel like I have a specific metaverse project in mind that's super low cap. For example, I like a metaverse project a lot, tokenomics just not yet, but the project I do, which is metaverse aware, they bringing fashion into the metaverse, and I think this is going to be a big deal, and they are working very hard. And this is extremely low cap, doesn't show right here, but I think it's like a $500,000 market cap. It's micro cap. But you could say, okay, go for that, because also we want to have some, you know, and low risk. Like you can also market cap, right? You can pick also the high and the low cap. So where? Then we can go for some AI. We believe in AI. What do we want to buy? Well, fill in your favorite AI projects. I don't know. Just filling in something. Singularity Net. Fuck my life. Here we go. Singularity Net had a very decent pump, by the way, lately, so I won't buy it right now after it did a 5x, but you know, nice. So you can choose your favorite projects from all these as well, right? So fill that in. Ajax. Well, almost time for the next part of the video. Then DEXs. I already basically have that here with Cake, right? So DeFi and DEX is in this case the same, so I will delete that. Then if you feel like I want to have some exposure to exchange tokens, because although the exchange FUD and the FTX crash and all that, I don't think DeFi is going to be the thing in the next run, and people still rely on exchanges, which I won't be surprised on. I want to go for an exchange token, right? Now, what exchange do you believe in? Fill in whatever you want. In this case, you can go with BNB, and then you can go with meme coins. All right. Depends on what you want, of course. Meme coins are all about community. I happen to own one meme coin right now, which is this one. Don't buy Yunu. Why? The dev is fucking funny. He makes all kind of hilarious videos. He is followed by CC from Binance. It has a market cap of like nothing. Some coin market cap, it's like 3 million or something like that. Maybe 4, I don't know. But it's absolutely fucking... I feel like this might be really the one that does it. So you can go with your own meme coin as well, right? EBI. Cool. Now, done. And then you want to look, you can also just go and make a, portfolio right here on CoinGecko or wherever. You see the market caps. And then you want to feel like, okay, how much risk am I going to take within this portfolio, right? So the risk you are going to take within this portfolio determines on what you're going to allocate where. So... in this case, if you feel like, I love all this shit, but I want to stay quite safe, you know, put a big allocation into Bitcoin. Say of the complete portfolio, you're going to put 20% into Bitcoin. You're going to put 15% into ETH. You have 65% to go, right? So you want to just look at these projects. Where do I believe in most? And how much risk do I want to take? right? If I want to take a lot of risk, I have a big allocation in Metaware. If I want to take less risk, I want to take a bigger allocation in quant and also less returns. So that's how you build a good diversified portfolio, but not only the portfolio, but also with the knowledge that I hopefully gave you a little bit at the beginning of the video, so you know how to handle this portfolio. And you know that if one coin, let's say someone shills AVAX on Twitter, well, whatever, everybody knows. Let's say someone shills DBI and you buy it just because one of these Twitter morons says so. And you buy it and the price goes down 50%. You freak out because you have no idea what the project is, so you sell it. You're in a loss. But later it turned out that the project is actually pretty good and it was just whatever. And it returns. You FOMO back in again. That's how you lose money. You want to know about these projects. You want to have the faith yourself. You want to know about every single project from head to toe that you have in your portfolio. Because why would you put your money into something you don't know what it is? It's stupid. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification. Let me know what kind of video you want to see, by the way. Maybe I can help you with that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.